Tyler's Downtown Improvement Project is nearing its next milestone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. The west side of Broadway is expected to be fully reopened by December, with other roads reopening in a couple of weeks. KLTV 7's Emma Burns shares what's next.
Progress in the Downtown Tyler Improvement Project is starting to become more visible. Director of Engineering Cameron Williams says the end of the next construction phase is in sight.
College and Ferguson being opening soon, and in that September time frame, I think people will really start to be able to see what that vision is.
Then the construction will shift to Broadway.
As we finish up this phase, we'll be moving to do work as far as roadway on Broadway. So starting kind of near Locust and Broadway and moving south along this west side.
While the road work continues, the future green space in the center of the square is also taking shape.
So they are working on those foundations for that building structure, as well as that inclined area that'll be for seating. And so that plumbing underground is taking place right now.
Downtown manager Amber Verona says people are already returning as more roads and parking areas reopen.
It's been really great to see that our hope of the traffic patterns and activity has been increasing, but also been a little bit easier for people to find their routes.
She says the green space is expected to be completed by the end of the year, with events expected to start there next spring.
It's going to be eye-opening for all of us, and it is truly going to make downtown a destination.
Williams and Verona say the project is upgrading infrastructure that hasn't been touched in about a century, with the goal of creating a downtown built for the next one. Emma Burns, KLTV 7 News.
Looking ahead, a portion of Broadway Avenue from Locust to Ferguson Street is expected to be closed down to one lane once Ferguson Street reopens.